Hello, 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 people. Hiya, Patrick. I know. It's alright, I just suddenly needed the pop-out chat. All that is finished, so that's good. And because it's the 1st of October, we're gonna have fun for the live. Meaning everything we have that associates with Halloween to the run-up. That's exactly what I'm going to do. We can do topics, we can do all sorts. Hopefully it will be a fun month. I wonder why it was dull. I ain't plugged my thingy-majiggy in. That would help, my charger. That's better.
Oh, Patrick. I got a trick.
He does that anyway, Patrick. What do you mean?
Cows are moving. Huh?
Hmm?
Cows are moving like mad.
Milking?
Huh?
We're milking?
Not milking, not this time, no. Doubt it. If it is, it's late. I don't know though. Might have brought them in late. Depends which field they've been in. They might be in the top field. But they're moving away.
Patrick, it scares me enough, so I don't think that'll be it.
What?
Halloween, laugh at myself. Gary gonna scare you or someone.
Hiya, kitty. You want some dinner? Mommy's giving you dinner. Oh, you want your treat, don't you? Ooh. Is this yours? Oi, Dave. 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 Is this yours?
I gave a trout.
Give me your chow. Mummy, give you chow. Come on. Up to it. There you go. Getting colder here.
Mmm.
So I've got to get that flooring finished for the winter. Eh?
Mhm.
Got to get all that flooring in. Where are you going? Hey, Smudge? Smudgy? Come on. Come on.
Yeah, so we're gonna have the topics and stuff like that.
There. All gone. There. There. What? Huh? They're like Hannibal Lecter. Start making dishes like that.
Whatever you meant.
Oh, Halloween. Not long to go.
No, but I can do stuff running up to it. It's only a bit of fun.
pink. Pink! It's
Yeah,
pink!
it's a bit of a peachy colour.
It's pink!
Or dark peach. I know why. It's because of my phone. Come on, little Missy Moo Moos. Thank you, lady thing.
Is there anybody by the window? If there is, please do that again. Please give us another sign. Please move something. Make the sign bigger so that we know that you are here. We can't help you unless you give us a big sign. Let us know that you're here. I'm talking to you. Please do the honour of talking back. Can you rap on the window for us? Definitely heard it.
Yes, absolutely, yeah. That window. Again, as you were speaking, it was a response.
Okay. I think while we're moving to the next room, would be a good idea to actually is to, I know we're doing automatic handwriting, maybe if we call David Wells over to the location, maybe if we set David in a certain room. But what was that bang again?
It was here. It was behind us.
Oh, I don't like it. I'm very first. Sorry. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. She's fine.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry.
Alright. Okay. Go in.
Oh my God, it's so dark.
Come on. Okay. Oh God. Oh my God.
What's the matter?
Oh
What's the
my
matter?
God.
I heard there was a
Ivy,
noise there to the
I
right
can
hand
see
side.
a
What
soul.
are you seeing? What are you seeing?
I've not seen anything like this before, ever.
What are you seeing?
What is this? There's an energy in this room that is not of this earth and is not of the living plane of life.
What do you mean?
Oh my God.
What's through there? Kieran, don't so suddenly.
I saw then, just for a couple of seconds after that noise, so, you know, the only way I can describe it is the only way I can say it is it's like baby. Not. I know this soul I've just seen has not come to this earth and has been born here. You've got someone of a higher intelligence, an energy of so high intelligence that is in here. This soul in height is energy, and I know to me it was masculine, and empathy in the eyes was just absolutely, it was a solitary look, a feeling of justice, no harm to us. And there are a number of them. There are a number of these souls that have, haven't moved on.
Well, what do you mean? What do you mean? And what kind of souls? What
This
are you
is
talking
like, I feel beings that have never been actually born here. That is the...
But they died here, is that what you're
Yes. They've never ever... There's a group of them. There's a group of them.
I heard a noise as
Yes.
I came in there.
It's because
Just
as we...
by that door.
And it happened, and he was standing there for those couple of seconds, and he just dispersed in his energy. No threat whatsoever to us, I feel, but just an awareness and a sadness connected in the eyes. It was like, I've not seen anything like that ever before, up to date in an investigation of a soul that was totally, the feelings coming over, transporting to me, was so far more intelligent.
What did it look like then?
To me, a very, very...
Human?
No.
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 Well, that's beyond me. I
No,
can't.
well,
I can't.
well, he was here, and I know it sounds ludicrous, Evie, and, you know, on everyday part of my life, if I talked about what I've just seen then, well, people would generally not believe it. And that being, his energy is here in this house.
So did it have a face?
Yes. This soul was no taller than this. Very, very, very slim. So slim, and yet I felt the coloration, even though we were in the dark. It was as if I got a two-tone colour to his arms area. Very thin. Firstly, it was like a grey, and then going to a blue colour. It was like changing. And the eyes were very, very large and very... It's okay, it's all right, Evie. It's okay, it's just something.
Okay, fine.
And I feel that he's coming here, he doesn't belong in here. He's coming, I feel he's followed us in, and I feel there are a group of others that have lost their lives, and he joins up with them.
And they're here now in this
Yes, he
house.
causes lights and all kinds of things to happen in here. There's like an illumination.
What I saw in the other room, I saw a quick flash of light, but I presumed it could have been outside in a car. Yeah. What I'd like to do is, as I was saying before we heard the noises, that I think David Welsh should come over here, sit in the room where the computer is, and maybe do some automatic handwriting. Is that possible at all, David? Can we do that?
Yes, it's more than possible,
Okay.
actually. But before we do that, David Wells, you're a medium. What do you make of this? Derek says he's seen an image not of this earth.
Well, you know, I've never personally come across this the way that Derek has, but what I would like to say is two things actually. Derek's describing classic what are called greys, big eyes, the grey skin, the very slim bodies, the big head. But I have actually, in some of my other work, done a past life regression for someone who regressed to a life as a grey and described the same shape and form as Derek. That's the only encounter I've had with it via past life regression.
Let me ask you a very testing question. Do you think Derek is making this up?
No, because I think Derek wouldn't make this kind of thing up because he knows that, particularly with this, he's going to attach a lot of ridicule, and he's very brave to say that that's what he saw.
Do you think he's absolutely...
I'm
what did he
sure.
say he believes he sees?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, well, David, it is time for you to work for your living. So, ladies and gentlemen, please applaud him as he leaves for our investigation team. Well, this programme gets stranger and stranger. An image not of this Earth. What on earth can that be? Let's hope we find out after this break. I cannot quite believe what I saw just before the break. Derek believes that he saw an alien form here on Most Haunted Live at the location that they're currently investigating. So let's see exactly what Derek thinks he saw.
The only way I can describe it is the only way I can say it is like alien.
What?
Not. I know the soul I've just seen has not come to this earth and has been born here. We've got someone of a higher intelligence.
Well, what do you make of that? Let me ask our audience very quickly, actually. Hands up who believes that he has actually seen an alien presence. Just stick your hands up in the air. Who thinks he hasn't? The majority. But what do you think at home? Has Derek seen an alien? If you think he has, text the word haunted in space, then yes, or text haunted space no to 83088. Okay, text haunted space yes or haunted space no to 83088, and those votes cost you 50p. Okay, so did you see an alien? That's what we want to know. Okay, let me just ask you, Richard Felix, aliens?
I mean, are we so bigoted and self-centered as to think we are the only inhabited planet in the universe and beyond the universe? I mean, I think there probably are, but there is a possibility that Derek could have seen a boggart.
A what?
A boggart.
What's a boggart?
Which is actually a demonic, half-man, half-beast type figure that goes back into mythology and was seen certainly in the 14th century. And it was seen very close to where that house is, in St Mary's Well, which is almost next door. And it was half-man, half-beast. I don't know, is that what Derek's seen? You see, people years and years ago used to say things were supernatural because they didn't understand them. Perhaps Derek is now seeing something that perhaps he doesn't understand, but he actually thinks it's from another planet.
It's a great point, Richard.
Isn't
Thank
it?
you for that. Okay, well, let's go and rejoin them as they continue their vigil.
Okay, well, I'm here. I'm with David Wells. Now, you started the automatic handwriting. Just describe exactly what's happening.
Well, this is fairly typical. While I'm trying to tune in, you see that it's just complete outer squiggles, but my hand, you saw earlier, it's not doing it now, but it was jumping, and that was completely involuntary. My hand was literally jumping. It wasn't me controlling it at all. The more I'm talking to you, I'm using my conscious mind, but once I empty out again, there are loads of impressions coming into my head. One of a rocking horse that I think they may want me to draw. But this is typical of this sort of thing right now, while we just get a gauge of each other. Because remember, they're working through me.
Are you picking up, just very quickly, because I'm going to leave you a second. Are you picking up?
It's mad.
Are you picking up on anything specific in this house? Any being here?
The only thing I am picking up on is at the moment is grief. There's a lot of grief attached to the house. The rocking horse is significant in that this room may have a rocking horse in it. But there's other things. I can hear songs being played in my ear. Like nursery rhymes being played in my ear as well.
Okay. I'm going to leave you to it. Okay.
Yeah.
And Carl is with you. And if anything happens, then just shout out. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go off back with Derek and Kieran and continue. And we're going to go up onto the top floor. Now, earlier on, we actually did hear some rumbling. What? God, don't do it to me. Gosh. Right, okay. Okay, right. Right? You with me? Sorry for freaking out then, Carl. Okay. Now, we want to go upstairs, and apparently this is the way in. So, oh my word. Look at that. Okay. Do you want to go first, or shall I go first? We'll go first, yeah? Okay. Do you want to go first, Derek?
Okay.
What's your head? Yeah. Just looks like a little cubby hole, doesn't it? You don't think? No, this is where we heard the rumblings coming from earlier on.
This is very active at times.
Turn this. Oh my God, where are you? Where are you?
Here, we're okay.
Okay, so this is the attic part here. Alright.
Well, it's chilly. It could be because it's an attic area, but I'm aware that this is active, and the residual energy that I'm picking up here now suggests to me that those noises were whilst we were downstairs were coming from here.
Okay.
This being that was downstairs also, but I feel, you know, as if I talked about a group of them. I was aware that he belonged to a group, maybe a group of 4 or 5. I don't feel it goes beyond that. And the more we're in this atmosphere, the more, you see, my mind is, maybe they're placing this into my mind. It takes me away from this building. And they show me mentally an area. It's by the water, it's running water. And it's like I'm seeing the height, I don't know whether this is Penwood Hill, but it's like water and looking up. And I feel, did you hear that then? Who was that?
Tapping that? You were tapping something? It was, okay.
And I feel as if they reflect back to an out area by water where something happened there, where they were either grounded and they came, I can't tell whether they came naturally by foot. I feel like they can just, by thought, move.
But what's the connection with these, what you're saying,
Yes.
with this particular property? I don't understand.
Maybe I feel it's where this property is before this property was built, because I feel there's an attachment to them, whatever was here when they either landed, come to the earth, and well, like everything else, there was an attraction to come to this area. It's like as if my mind changes from this building to an area, it's like of cover.
And you're saying they're definitely alien, but not something like a boggart or anything else?
No way, no.
Okay.
This is my first experience in all the investigations of years that I've had the privilege to see and be shown a being of this nature.
Can you actually try and communicate with this being?
Well, I
Can you
think
open yourself?
mentally, I was thinking about this downstairs, and I'd like to try that.
Okay, do you want to try it now?
Yeah.
Does that mean we just have to be totally quiet?
Just quiet, yes,
Not
please.
say anything?
No.
Okay.
There could be, whilst I'm doing that, there could be response within the atmosphere and the ether.
Okay.
If anyone does experience something that they're not used to, please say so, because that would be the energy coming round. And I feel it's the mentality rather than the voice that they would pick up on. transported through to me here is that for some reason these beings are grouped together, and they are colour. The different colours mean so much to them. Colours is a communication. Colours are transported as communication with them. So I feel that in any communication, colours would be used, or they would find it easy or easier to communicate through colours, because I'm getting a mixed array of colours being placed, and I know it's by this being placed in the forefront of my mind, and it seems to be going from dark colours and lightening up, and then we go to another. It's like going from, as an example, a blue, and then going right the way through the spectrum of the blues, and then coming into an orange, and going through the light that comes from the dark, then going through the green, and then coming through a sequence of green colours. And it seems to be in rows like this. It's being placed in front of me. Did you feel that?
Oh,
Are you okay?
somebody just tugged the back of my coat.
Yeah, okay. But there was an energy around you, and I feel like it was. Whether it's this being, I don't know, but I felt the rush past you.
Most
I
haunted.
thought it just went past you, so he's tugged on you.
No, you did, Lee.
Okay. So don't
We're
worry.
coming along.
Look, this is
I'm trying to get through that train video.
The energy's not
3 hours.
Pendle Hill.
I'll just show you. Did you feel that? Yeah.
Where you were standing, there was nobody behind you. We were the first people up there.
I did.
That energy.
You know me. I'm not.
Yeah.
I did feel it.
I felt the energy was past me. Okay, so I knew it come around you. I wasn't aware of what he did, but I feel that is a response to you. It's not a bad thing. Okay. Can you do that again if you can understand my language? I'm sure you can do that. Can you do something likewise to another member of the crew? We'd really appreciate it. So can you encourage the soul?
Yeah, I actually recorded the readings Derek and I were getting downstairs and up here, because there is fluctuating. It goes from 0.61 milligauss, goes 1.11, the x-axis, goes up to 2.56, so we've got a lot of fluctuation. So maybe later on this weekend set up some sort of flux magnetometer or something to at least get more detailed readings.
So something is in this room now.
It's most definitely the soul that's, I firmly believe, is of another world, extraterrestrial, whatever, from a different dimension. Again,
I know what you're saying.
yes,
I just find that so difficult to get into my head. Do you know what I mean?
up to that experience, I would
Yeah.
have found it getting difficult into
Yeah.
my head. You know the way I talk about spirit people and what have you, and communications with them, but to see that has taken me back. It's taken me back in time.
Have you said anything at this point about where you think they're from?
Well, we're certainly not from our planet, our life
Okay,
system.
so you
I
can't
feel
think
from a
about
realm that might not necessarily be, again, this may sound absolutely ludicrous, but maybe not a planet, a physical planet that's in existence within our knowledge, possibly a dimension that is working, an invisible dimension.
Because what we want is phenomena like that experience, because that's evidence. The information you're giving is really difficult to verify, so if we
Yes.
can try and ask for some more phenomena.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Whilst we're doing that, before we leave, I just want to say we're going to move to the next location now, and we're going to leave David and Carl here. I think that'd be a really good idea.
Yeah, I do.
And
Yeah.
maybe they can ask out for more phenomena, and hopefully we'll
Yeah.
record it and
Yeah.
and we'll speak to them live as well. So that's what we're going to do, David. I have to say I really did feel. I know Matthew will say, oh well, it's probably she felt it herself, but I did had a definite tug on the back of my coat, and no one was standing behind me. Very strange.
All right, thank you. Matthew, did she just make it up?
No, I don't think she's making it up. I think she's had an experience. I think, again, as I often do say, what we're looking at is how people interpret these experiences. Not being there, at least with Kieran there, he's sort of able to verify there didn't seem anyone behind her. But it's not very strong evidence because you're
What
just
do you
relying
think
on her
about
testimony.
the possibility that Derek believes that he is actually seeing, as he says, an image not of this earth?
I think I, like probably most people here and in the audience, are quite surprised by the fact that he's made that interpretation. And it was also of interest to note that in this audience, that when people were asked to say, well, how many of you believe that maybe he's in touch or seeing an alien, far fewer hands would go up than if they're saying, well, how many of you would believe he's seeing a ghost? So
That's a really interesting point.
Again, at least amongst this kind of group of people, we're getting a very different belief system there. And here we're expecting to kind of see ghosts and expecting Derek to pick up on spirits of dead people, not spirits of aliens.
Yeah.
So.
But what do you think at home? If you think Derek has seen an alien, then text the word haunted space yes to 83088. If you think no, text the word haunted space no to 83088, and those texts cost you 50p. Now, Julian, what are people saying at home?
Well, I can tell you the very first most haunted vote is going incredibly well, by the way, and obviously we'll update you on the result of that a little bit later on. The boy in Church Brow, what's he look like? Well, we've had automatic handwriting coming through, and there's an example from Noel in Violet Hill. Also, John is one of the names suggested there by Lisa Kale in Manchester, and thank you very much indeed to everyone. That's a good example, actually, of automatic handwriting there. Now, don't forget our competition. Great prizes. The fleece. We've got the signed DVD, signed by all the crew, and the EMF reader. And the question is, which of these has not been a most haunted live location? Is it A, Stratford, B, London, or C, Edinburgh? Now, if you know the answer, call very quickly. There's only minutes left on this. 09015 339910. That's 09015 339910. Or Sky viewers, please press those red buttons straight away to win those lovely prizes. And also don't forget to go to the website to click on our map, very importantly, because we want to know where that last Pendle Hill Witches Coven was. Go to the website, Most Haunted Live, livingtv.co.uk/Most Haunted Live. You click on here. 25,000 people have already done this, but we need more because it's a bigger sample size then where we're going to be tomorrow night. So go on the website, click on the map, and we'll update you on that a little bit later on. So what's happening next, David?
Well, I will tell you, 25,000 there.
Yeah,
That's
it's not bad,
fantastic.
it's
Thank
brilliant,
you.
absolutely brilliant.
Well, what is happening next is that Yvette, Derek and the rest of the team are now heading to the next location. It's in South Clitheroe and is now known as the Trinity Centre. Now, it's said to have vast amounts of paranormal activity because the building, wait for this, was constructed on the site of an old cemetery. Now, to help them with their investigation, we are going to ask one of our studio audience to join them, okay? Now, what I can tell you, I'm looking around the studio audience because they're all looking rather apprehensive, okay? So now, looking at all of you, what I can tell you is that earlier today, we put all of their names into a hat, and what we did, we drew out one lucky or perhaps unlucky name out of that hat. And I can tell you that the person joining our investigative team tonight is Joshua Robinson. Joshua, stand up. Give him a round of applause. Now, Joshua, go and join Neil. He'll take you out to our investigation team. Okay, now Neil's taking him out to the paranormal hotspot, which is known as the Trinity Centre. So as he goes to join our investigative team tonight, I can tell you the paranormal activity continues to come thick and fast. I'm telling you, it is all kicking off. It's only on Most Haunted Live, and it's only on the other side of this break. Well, welcome back to Most Haunted Live. Things are really beginning to hot up tonight in our Pendle Hill Halloween Most Haunted Live special. Okay, this is the scoop. Now, we are investigating in the Pendle Hill area of Lancashire, which is a powerful paranormal hotspot. Tonight, we are in the pre-Roman town of Clitheroe, and Yvette, Derek and the rest of the team have already investigated the castle with amazing results, and they've also been looking into the mystery of the ghost boy from Church Brow, but they found a lot more besides. They're also now making their way to what used to be the Old Chapel Cemetery. It's now a very paranormally active community centre. So, what can they expect tonight? Well, here's its story.
Today these buildings house a thriving youth centre, but underneath the foundations lies a dark secret. For 500 years, this is a graveyard. A shadowy apparition prowls the alleyway, and paranormal activity is rife throughout the building. Lights flicker and regularly fail. An oppressive presence in the attic office terrifies the workers. Strange and nauseating smells permeate the corridors. Also, a mischievous spirit child shouts, squeals, slams doors, and plays with the climbing ropes.
Well, this is now Ava Rushworth. She actually works in the Trinity Centre. So tell me, Ava, what sort of things are people reporting that they've seen?
There's been reports of staff seeing a young girl, but nobody knows who the girl is. There's obviously children in the centre quite often, but nobody's taken that child there.
And why do they think that this girl might be paranormal? Because of what she's wearing or something?
It's just glances rather than actually seeing what she looks like. She's not there long enough for anyone to pin down what it is.
And do people tend to report the same sort of thing with the girl, the same sort of age or whatever?
There's more talk around surrounding. There's always a strong smell of sick and things in the building, which is put down to the girl.
Okay, and have you seen it? Seen this stuff?
I've never seen the girl. I've smelt the sick and lots of other things.
You smelt what?
I've smelt the strong smell of vomit in the centre.
But what's to say that's not in the centre?
It's not in the centre.
Well, you've looked around, there's no
There's
vomit.
never anything there. There is never anything there.
Okay, Matthew Smith, why are you grinning at that bit?
Notion of searching for paranormal vomit.
Yes.
Okay. But I thought the whole point about a lot of your paranormal investigations was that actually you do get strange smells.
Well, exactly, yes. No, smells, again, it's a strong sense people do have. So again, the fact that people are experiencing it, I don't find particularly unusual. What could explain it? It's difficult to assess where smells could come from anyway. So whether it's actually paranormal or not.
What do you think about working in a building that is actually built on a graveyard?
I'm used to it now, in fact, when I found out, because I've seen and heard so many things, and I'm comfortable there, but I'm not very happy.
But if you get new staff, for example, or new people come there and they find out it is on the side of the graveyard, what is their response?
They usually ask that question after they've heard and seen things.
Sorry?
They usually ask the question after they've heard and seen things, and then someone will say, well, you know it's built in a graveyard.
Really?
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, let's go and find out what our historians are actually making of that. What do you make of tonight so far, first of all, Richard?
Tonight, well, up to now, Derek's come up with a lot of stuff. Some of it we can't authenticate, unfortunately. I must be honest with you, the history corner goes out of the window a little bit when we're dealing with aliens, doesn't it? But,
yeah, you're not rifling through your books going, oh, yes,
no, we're not.
Alien.
Certainly can't do that, no. I'm impressed. We'll see what happens later.
Okay, what about you?
It's been very interesting, yeah. I mean, he's come up with details of the battle, so picked up on the Battle of Quidrow. As Richard said, there's names he's come up with we can't verify yet, but that doesn't mean to say that we're not going to keep working on them, and maybe tomorrow or Monday we will come up with the names.
Very true, very true. Let me just grab, I just want to grab this microphone because I want to go and just check up on this automatic writing. Now over here, right over in the corner, I know there's a lady who has been doing some automatic writing. Hi there. What's your name? Laura. Laura. Can I just see what you're drawing? Let me just bring it into the light. Now, have you ever done automatic drawing before?
I've done it once on one of the shows at home.
And you honestly believe that this isn't something that you're just drawing, that you think something... Tell me what you're feeling.
At the moment I'm getting a very sad feeling. I'm just thinking she's not very happy. And she's trying to tell me what she's not happy about.
And do you believe yourself to be psychic?
Not as in like psychic, I can see them, but I can hear them more.
What do you hear?
They can tell me names, sometimes dates. They tell me feelings, sometimes like I get word, like an emotion, sad, happy.
Now you've written Robert.
Yeah.
Robert. The reason I say that's really, really interesting is because also, I'll just come back over here because I want to pick up on the historians as well. Let me just show you this as well whilst I come back. Now, this was sent in earlier by one of our viewers at home. If you can see that there. Okay, that is the name, that is the automatic writing of someone who is believed to be around our investigation. And the person who sent this in which is from Lilith Bork. It says that this name is Robert. Two Roberts. Robert. Who's Robert?
Robert de Lacy, who in fact was the chap that built the castle, the de Lacy family did. He died in 1194, which was around the time of the Crusades. He was stated to be a nobleman by the person that wrote that. He looks very much like a Norman knight. And of course, remember that in that period they went off to the Crusades. And did she not mention the Holy Land?
Yes.
She did, yeah. And a leper. I don't know what he died of. Perhaps he came back, perhaps he died of leprosy.
This programme gets stranger and stranger, but what will happen next? Find out after this break. Well, what a night. Welcome back. This is the world's largest live ghost hunt. This is Most Haunted Live, and so much has happened already. Now, we can join Yvette and the team, and they are now at the centre. So let me ask them, Yvette, what are your first impressions of the centre where you are?
Well, the Trinity Centre at the moment is it's a vast space. There are ropes hanging down here. It's very, very echoey, so we've all got to be very, very careful of sounds. Now, Derek, what are you picking up?
Well, as strange as it may sound, Ivy, I'm just walking in now. I'm aware of the energies of not just one, but a number, maybe up to three, most certainly more than one man. And I get this energies around me of my mind goes back to the Second World War times, and I'm aware of this very disciplined officer and officers, and I feel there's more than one of them. And I feel that their energies are around this atmosphere of this building at times. Now, whatever the connection is with this, I wouldn't know. But I feel as if, their energies are not just, in fleeting and out. I feel they're around quite often. And because of their energies, I feel you're going to experience probably a lot of noises, audibles, sounds, walking and what have you. And also, what becomes very apparent to me now, I don't know if yourself or Ian or anyone else is feeling this, I've got this feeling of recuperation, as if I'm weakened. Now, whether they were here for restoration or whatever, but I feel as if they've got some kind of stronghold in here. I'm also getting on a deeper level of the residual energy is no connection whatsoever to these officers, Second World War. I feel as I've got a group of young people, children, a lot of children, and I feel their energies are around this building at times.
Now, I just want to ask you, I want you to try and concentrate now and ask the sound, to try and maybe pick up on the children or any connection with the children, or any specific child, or can he give you a name of any of these children?
Okay. I'll try with Sam. Come on, Sam. Come on, don't let us down. You've heard Evie talking, and he furnishes with extra information. I feel the children have got a great connection with this area, and I feel these children would have, they wouldn't have gone from childhood into adult life. In other words, they've lost their lives as children, and I feel tinged with that. I feel very saddened for some reason with these children. I don't feel as if one left the physical body and then another. I feel we're talking about a group of children.
That's interesting. Well, I just want to know, because we've actually left David Wells and Carl in the last location in Trinity Brow, and I wondered, David in the studio, if anything is happening in that particular location there.
Okay, Yvette. I just want to go and see what's going on now. I'm just watching David Wells on the monitor here, and he's with Carl. They're actually at Church Brow.
Well, this has been really interesting for me, David, because it's something I haven't done an awful lot of. But what's happened is initially we did pick up on a small boy who was writing several things. He's writing Mummy, and he asked me how it was. He wanted me to play some games with him. But then as I was trying to commune a little bit more with him, a heavier male energy came in. And I don't know if you can see here, but where the boy was writing Mummy, etc., etc., this here. And then there's
David,
darker.
can you hear me?
There's darker energy.
David, can you hear me? It's Yvette.
Hello, Yvette.
Do you feel that this little boy lost his life at a young age, and if so, how old?
I definitely think he was young. He seemed sort of around 5, maybe below 5, not much older than that.
All right, and his mummy has passed on.
He seemed to be searching for his mummy. He was quite a wistful mummy. You know, it was quite a whiny.
Are you picking up a name with this little boy?
There's one name that is written down now. I don't know if you can see it on the monitor, but he says Campbell. It seems to be a Campbell name. That's my handwriting underneath it, but at the top it seems to say Campbell.
And are you feeling his presence there in the room? Are you and Carl experience anything? Is there a temperature drop?
When the little boy was writing, things seemed fairly normal, but then this negative male energy that put some very dark, heavy imprints on the page came on, and Carl in particular felt extremely cold during that.
Okay, all right. I'm just going to ask Derek now, when you were picking up on the children, it's interesting because David and Carl have picked up on a little boy's energy there, and you mentioned before we went there that there were children. That's why I asked you if there was any specific child. Now they've picked up on a child there with a name, and that same child could be connected to this building. And it's interesting because you've already said, isn't that right here in the back? Are you picking up on try and concentrate and see if you can try and get a name?
I am getting just a little bit more of the impressions as you've been speaking into Carl. I feel an extension of this now, and I feel as if there was a group of children and they weren't all naturally all together, but the way I feel about it is that these group of children, plain and simply, I feel that they were taken away from their family link, or they went missing, and I feel it was because of either 1, 2, or even 3 people, and they were taken, and I feel these children quite plainly sounds absolutely horrible. We just absolutely slaughtered in some kind of ritual. It's close by. Close by.
Looking good. Hello.
I feel for some reason,
Okay.
before this building, well before this building, whatever was here,
You cold on that floor. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Oh, I found some super thin underlay.
Mm.
It's like gold. What you roll down. But it's like, it's super thin, but it's highly insulated.
Well, earlier today, that I actually visited
you know
the
what I mean.
location you're in now, just to see.
You know,
what
for
it was
the
like,
bathroom
and
floor.
I picked up on the little boy down there, and I do think it's a connection between this little boy and the one down there. And he presented himself as a playful little child who's playing amongst children now down there. So he plays with children there.
Right. Okay. All right. And is it all right for me to mention this to Derek?
Hey, kitty.
Yeah. David is picking up on there is a connection with a little boy where the last location he went to, and he's connected here with a group of children, and he was here earlier today, and he felt them playing together.
Yes.
You pick up on that.
This is the end when I first walked in of the children here, and I feel that there was actually, if I can mentally count, I feel in all talking about 7 or 8 children, and I feel they all found the same fate. The only way I can say is if they were taken away from their families, they went missing, so to speak.
What about the time period for this happening? When would you say? Because you mentioned the Second World War with the soldiers. Was this a completely different time?
Yes,
When?
time
When would
altogether.
you say this happened? When were they murdered?
Okay, Sam, you'll have to help me with this, please. between 1609 and 1612.
It would be good if we could get David and Derek independently to come up with at least some of the names
Okay.
to match.
I've got one name from David. That's why I'm waiting to see if anything will come from Derek. And that's interesting. I don't know whether David is picking up on a time or a date of when this little boy would have lost his life. David, if you can hear me.
I can hear you there. Yeah, the little boy that I have here, I think he would have lost it at 1800s.
Say again.
1800s, I think the mid 1800s.
Okay.
Arthur is one of his children.
Okay.
Arthur.
Arthur.
There's a little girl, Catherine. Megan. Little girl, Megan.
What was over there then? Check it out in the corner, Kieran. I heard a noise like a creak over in the far right-hand corner. Anything? I heard a creak over here, so I don't know what that was. I definitely heard something. Did anybody else hear anything? Okay, we're just going to stay here for a little bit. David Ball, it's back to you in the studio.
Lovely, thank you very much indeed. Well, I can tell you the phones have been going absolutely crazy. Julian, what's going on over there?
Extraordinary night tonight. First of all, the first most haunted vote. 83% of you said yes, Derek did sense an alien. So that is the result of that vote. Thank you very much indeed for your text on that one. The webcams have been extremely busy this evening, and let's have a look at those. Just to quickly say, webcam 4's out of action at the moment, but it's been working most of the evening. Webcam 1, first of all, with over 1,500 sightings in the attic. We've been inundated with reports of green orbs hovering around the cookers, including sightings from Sally and Steve in the Oval. Webcam 2 and 3, over 3,000 people have gone into that, reporting shadowy figures and happenings going on there. The majority have seen a figure moving through the gym. And then webcam 4, obviously we can't see, but I will tell you several people there, including Amy and Emma from High Wycombe, believe that they've seen a tall figure by the door in the function room. More art, and here's something. Thank you very much indeed, Ian, for this. Saw this figure behind Derek whilst he was touching the wall in the castle. Similar picture, actually let's put those next to each other there. Similar picture from Lydia in Birmingham. Okay, and final call please on our vote. The final Pendle Witches Coven, where did it happen? We want you to vote please on the website. Let's go back to the map. Living TV's website, Most Haunted Live. Go to the website, click on the map there. 31,000 people have now clicked on that website, and we'll give the result a little bit later on. David, back to you.
Lovely, thank you very much indeed, Gillian. I thought those pictures were absolutely amazing, the fact that they look so similar. Well, it is time now for another break, but right after we'll have more from Trinity. We'll also reveal the results of the remote viewing experiment, and we'll be setting up our last experiment of the night. There is so much more to come, and all of it is after this break. Well, welcome back to an incredible night. Tonight really has been amazing. I just want to remind you of a few things that have happened. At Clitheroe Castle, which is where we started tonight's investigation, Derek picked up 3 cavaliers, 3 names, Charles Littlejohn. He also picked up Jonas Pentor and Henry McCain, a little boy disfigured with leprosy. Also, then in the church brow, Derek picked up an image, not of this earth, make of that what you will. And also David Wells picked up a young boy crying mummy, less than 5 years old. And again, that image is being picked up again in the Trinity Centre. So much has happened, and we have still another half hour to go. So let's cross over now to the Trinity Centre to see what's going on.
Down our left hand. But Kieran, while I'm doing this, do you want to explain what we're doing?
This is
Okay, so the light's going to go
another
down.
form of communication.
essentially what we're looking at is table tipping, or it
It's
could
moving.
turn.
It's
look at
moving.
this.
It's got its roots in Victorian spiritualism.
Move your fingers back. Keep your fingers back right to the edge of the table. Keep your thumbs above so everybody can see that you're not pushing the table.
We've also got Joshua here, member of the public. Should be witnessing.
Fingers so light. Is there anybody here in this room with us? The table is moving. If there is somebody here in this room with us now, please can you move the table as a sign of yes? Please move the table as a sign of yes that there is somebody here in the room with us now. Please move the table as a sign of yes. Please move the table as a sign of yes that you can hear my voice. Is there any astral being here, any presence here that would like to make themselves known to us here in this building now? If you are unhappy in any way, please, we can try and help you. If you can give us a sign of yes by moving this table, we can talk to you. Can you please move this table now? Please try very hard and move this table forward. Try and move it across the floor as a sign of yes, that you can hear my voice. Is there a male presence here in this room with us now? If you are male, please move the table as a sign of yes. Please move the table if you can hear my voice. If you are female and you wish to talk to us, if you are a lady or a girl, did it move then?
A little bit, yes.
Yeah. Are you a girl? Yes. Okay. Please give us a more definite sign. Please can you try very hard and move the table more for me? Thank you. Please move again harder so we know it's definitely you. Thank you. You are a woman. If you are a woman, please move the table. Are you a girl? You're a young girl. Are you young? You are. Are you a little girl? You're a little girl.
Purple helmet.
Weird, but
You are. You're here for us.
I just did a colourblind test.
Do you need our help?
Failed.
If you need our
you
help,
failed.
Yeah.
Which means you've got colourblind.
Yeah, I'm completely colourblind.
Alison.
Viewer tab, red and green.
Alison, is
Totally
that you?
colourblind.
Please can you move the
And
table more
fucking hell did it
definitely?
hurt my eyes trying to do it.
Alison, please move the table more for us. Thank
So
you.
that's
Do you need our
clarification
help,
then.
Alison?
Yeah, I was just messing about
Do
with
you
it.
need our
And
help?
fucking hell, it hurt my eyes.
I feel like there's something scratching under the table.
Yes, there is.
Alison, can you move this table more for us?
Yeah,
sweetheart?
red and
Just
green.
Move it more.
Jutan it's called. Severe.
Do you need our help, please? If you need our help, you need to move the table more. Move it more for us, please. Okay, we can help you. There's a bell on the top of the table. Can you make it ring for us, Alison? Can you move the table? Make it move as quickly as you can, sweetheart, for
you.
us. Move the table. Keep moving it. Thank you. Did you die here? Did you die here, Alison? You did. Are you 5 years old, Alison? Are you 6? Are you 7? You're 7. Are you with your mummy? No. Do you want to be with your mummy?
Hmm?
Can you move the table if you really want to be with your mummy, because we can help you. Move the table some more, Alison. Move the table some more if you want us to help you and get you to your mummy. We can do that.
See bins.
Are you frightened, Alison? Are you
Is it
frightened?
cold out when you were out today?
No, it wasn't that cold.
Oh, right.
Yeah, if I start off, I'll ask a question.
No, it wasn't that cold at all.
Alison, can you see us?
Okay.
Alison,
That's
It was only my hands that were cold.
Alison, can you see us?
yeah.
Move the table, Alison. Can you hear me? Alison, can you hear me?
Right, I'm going to call it now, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us, and I will see you live later. Lots of love. Bye, everybody.